Contemporary tropical living, a trendy yet timeless small single-story house design. Hi guys, welcome back to Miko House. There's something undeniably soothing about the idea of contemporary tropical living, a design philosophy that effortlessly blends modern simplicity with the warmth and vitality of the tropics. As I sit here, thinking about the small single-story house design we're exploring today, I can't help but feel a sense of calm wash over me. This isn't just a house, it's a sanctuary, a place where the boundaries between indoors and outdoors blur, where natural light dances across open spaces, and where every element feels intentional yet unforced. The contemporary tropical aesthetic isn't about excess or opulence, it's about harmony, about creating a space that feels alive and connected to its surroundings. It's a design that speaks to those of us who crave simplicity without sacrificing beauty, who want a home that feels both current and timeless. There's a reason this style resonates so deeply with so many people. It's not just a trend, but a way of living that feels inherently right, like coming home to a place you've always belonged. What strikes me most about this design concept is how it manages to feel both fresh and familiar at the same time. The clean lines and minimalist approach of contemporary design are softened by the organic textures and earthy tones of tropical influences, creating a space that's sleek yet inviting. It's a style that doesn't shout for attention, but instead whispers an invitation to slow down, to breathe, to appreciate the little things. The use of natural materials like wood, stone, and bamboo grounds the design, giving it a tactile warmth that's impossible to replicate with synthetic alternatives. And then there's the light. Oh, the light. Large windows, open layouts, and strategic placements allow sunlight to filter in, casting shifting patterns that change with the time of day, making the house feel dynamic and alive. It's a reminder that a home isn't just a static structure, but a living, breathing entity that evolves with its inhabitants and the world outside. There's a certain magic in how contemporary tropical design captures the essence of relaxation without feeling lazy or uninspired. It's a style that encourages you to unwind, but also to engage with your surroundings, to feel present in your space. The openness of the design fosters a sense of freedom, as if the walls are merely suggestions rather than barriers, allowing the outside world to seep in gently. Imagine the sound of rain tapping against broad leaves just beyond your window, or the way a breeze carries the scent of blooming flowers through an open doorway. These aren't just aesthetic choices. They're sensory experiences that turn a house into a haven. And because the design is so rooted in nature, it has a timeless quality. Trends may come and go, but the appeal of sunlight, fresh air, and natural materials will never fade. It's a style that feels both of the moment and eternally relevant, a rare combination in the fast-paced world of design. I think what I love most about this approach is how it prioritizes livability over showiness. Too often, modern design can feel cold or sterile, as if it's more concerned with making a statement than with being lived in. But contemporary tropical living flips that notion on its head. Here, every detail feels considered, not for the sake of appearance alone, but for how it contributes to the overall feeling of the space. The palette is warm and neutral, with pops of greenery or vibrant artwork, adding life without overwhelming the senses. The furniture is comfortable and functional, designed to be used and enjoyed rather than just admired. It's a home that feels like it's meant to be lived in, not just looked at. A place where you can kick off your shoes, curl up with a book, or host friends without worrying about maintaining some perfect, untouchable aesthetic. That, to me, is the mark of truly great design. When beauty and practicality exist in perfect harmony. Another aspect that draws me to this style is its adaptability. Whether you're in a bustling city or a quiet coastal town, the principles of contemporary tropical design can be tailored to fit your environment. It's not about rigid rules, but about capturing a feeling, a connection to nature, a sense of ease, a celebration of light and space. That flexibility means it can feel just as at home in a suburban neighborhood as it does in a rainforest retreat. And because it's so rooted in simplicity, it's accessible. You don't need a massive budget or a team of designers to achieve this look. It's about making thoughtful choices that reflect your personality and lifestyle. Maybe it's a potted palm in the corner, a rattan chair by the window, or a wall of sliding glass doors that open to a small garden. These small touches can transform even the most modest space into something special, proving that good design isn't about size or expense, but about intention and heart. There's also something deeply comforting about the way this design style embraces imperfection. Unlike the stark, polished perfection of some modern aesthetics, contemporary tropical living feels lived in and real. The wood might show its grain, the textiles might soften with age, and the plants might grow wild in places, and that's all part of the charm. It's a reminder that life isn't meant to be flawless, that beauty often lies in the quirks and the unexpected. This acceptance of the organic, the unfinished, the imperfect, makes the space feel more human, more relatable. It's a design philosophy that doesn't demand constant upkeep or fuss, but instead invites you to relax and let the space evolve with you. That, to me, is the ultimate luxury. A home that feels like an extension of yourself, not a stage set you're afraid to disturb. When I think about the kind of life this house encourages, I imagine slow mornings with a cup of coffee, watching the sunlight creep across the floor. I imagine evenings spent with the windows open, listening to the sounds of nature winding down for the day. It's a lifestyle that prioritizes mindfulness, that encourages you to savor the small moments rather than rush through them. In a world that often feels chaotic and overwhelming, a home like this becomes a refuge, a place to recharge and reconnect with what matters. And because the design is so intrinsically linked to the natural world, it fosters a deeper appreciation for the environment around us. It's a gentle reminder to live more sustainably, to cherish the resources we have, and to find joy in simplicity. That's a message I think we could all use more of these days. What's fascinating about contemporary tropical design is how it manages to feel both expansive and intimate at the same time. The open layouts and high ceilings create a sense of airiness, while the warm materials and cozy nooks make it feel snug and secure. It's a balance that's hard to achieve, but so rewarding when done right. This duality mirrors the best parts of life itself, the need for both freedom and comfort, for adventure and rest. A home like this doesn't just shelter you, it inspires you. It's a backdrop for creativity, for connection, for quiet reflection. Whether you're someone who loves to entertain or someone who craves solitude, This design adapts to your needs, offering spaces that can be lively or serene, depending on the moment. That versatility is what makes it so enduring, so universally appealing. As we wrap up this reflection, I'm struck by how much this design style feels like a breath of fresh air, literally and metaphorically. It's a rejection of excess, a celebration of simplicity, and a tribute to the natural world. In a time when so much of life feels hurried and cluttered, the idea of coming home to a space that's calm, uncluttered, and deeply connected to nature is incredibly appealing. It's a reminder that home isn't just where we live, but how we live, and that the spaces we create can have a profound impact on our well-being. Contemporary tropical living isn't just a design trend. It's a lifestyle, a mindset, a way of moving through the world with more intention and joy. And that, I think, is something worth striving for. Thank you so much for joining me on this little journey through the world of contemporary tropical design. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Does this style resonate with you? Do you have a favorite element or a dream home inspired by these ideas? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to Miko House, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a moment of our design explorations. Until next time, take care, and may your space always feel like a sanctuary.